Alright, welcome back everybody. We are going to do a pod review today on this pepper right here. And this is called the Aji Melocoton. Okay, I got the Bolivian yellow here. And that is called the Aji Melocoton. Now, I've done a video last year and I called it Bolivian Cream because these seeds came from a pack of Bolivian orange. So I got Bolivian orange, Bolivian cream, and Bolivian yellow out of the package. So I wasn't sure, if these were legitimate, or maybe they just got the seeds crossed up and they mixed them all together. So what I did was I went out and I bought the Aji Melocoton, and that's what this is. We're growing it from seed, and it's pretty much the same thing as far as I'm concerned. Okay, that's the same thing as what I was calling Bolivian cream. So it's very possible they just mixed up the yellow, the cream, and the red in one, or the orange in one package, and that's what I ended up with. So I called it Bolivian cream, but they're basically almost the same peppers. Again, they're like the yellow version. Here's the cream version, and that's basically what it is. So I just wanted to proof it out and see if that is what it is, and it seems to be the same exact thing. So, but what I'll do is I'll offer this as Aji Melocoton on the website, so the name is specific to the seeds that I bought. But as far as I'm concerned, it's basically the same pepper, or it is the same pepper. So I have a couple here that I picked off earlier, and they are ripe, maybe a little getting on an overripe side. I may have to spit the end off on that. But yeah, they make some great looking peppers here. And I picked them early because I want to make sure for the video they were, ripe enough for me. So, because these ripen at very strange way. They kind of, like, they basically get kind of, they go like a green stage, right? That's the way they are when they come out, or they're a darker green than that. Then they turn it as the lime green. And then as they ripen, it still stays kind of green in areas. But that could stay like that for a while. I didn't want to review a pepper like that on the plant. I wanted to pick one off and let it fully ripen. And that's basically what we did here. Now, this is pretty much a ripe all the way. Alright, I'm not sure what lighting's better for you, or you can see it there a little better. Alright, so I just wanted to, give you a good image of that. Alright, so anyway, let's turn you around and give that a go. Alright, here we are. We're back with another pod review for you guys today, and it's going to be on this pepper right here, and this is called the Aji Melocoton. Last year I grew a pepper very similar to this. It was called the Aji Bolivia, or I called it the Bolivian Cream, because I ordered a pack of seeds for the Bolivian orange, and orange, yellow, and cream came out of it. So I wanted to make sure that these peppers were what I thought they were, and it turns out I ordered the Aji Melocoton, which is what I ordered these as, and they're pretty much the same exact thing. So it probably is the same exact. That's how we ended up with this, but I did a pod review on it last year under the name Bolivian Cream, but this year we're going to do a pod review under the name of Aji Melocoton, because that's how I got these seeds. So that's it right here. Let's I'm going to bite that end off because it did over-ripen a little bit too much, so let me just bite that off. It was probably fine. You got to watch with some of these peppers. They get black on the inside. You don't know it until you're eating it. So there it is. Let's give that a bite. That's very nice. Alright, so let's go over the flavor and then we'll touch base on the heat. Okay, so as far as the flavor goes, it has a background type of aji flavor, or baccatum flavor, if you will. It has a typical flavor, but this one, because of the peachiness to it, it does add an extra layer of overtone to it, and that overtone is a slight peachy type flavor. It's a very nice effect. That peachy flavor over that aji flavor is very, very nice. This pepper does exhibit that. It has a very nice steady flavor. It doesn't necessarily like disappear right away. The flavor kind of hangs around a little bit, and you can still savor. I'm going to take another bite. I also want to point out too, there's a little bit of sweetness on it. That might be because I really let these ripen up for a while on my table, so all that greenness on it is gone. Can you eat these if they're green? Yeah, you could. They're just not very tasty like that. It's not like a bell pepper. Bell peppers you could eat green, or you could eat them when they're ripe. With these kind of peppers, you want to let them ripen. They don't. You could pickle them green, but I don't know. I wait until they ripen. So that's really it with the flavor. Now, as far as the heat goes, this particular baccatum burn, it's a little bit more aggressive than my typical baccatum or aji type burns that I'm usually explaining. This one's a little bit more hot in the front of the tongue. The very tip of the tongue is really getting like aggressively heated up, whereas the other parts of my mouth are generally like glowing warm. It's not like an aggravating, stinging, aggressive, chianti type burn. It's a very warm, glowing, very pleasant type burn, but it's a weird kind of a burn. It's very it feels like it's a, like the only way I can describe this kind of burn is like a warm, glowing type of burn. I can't really explain it any other way, but it does have a pretty good burn like an aji. Now, as far as what would I call it in Scoville wise, it's generally low. This one's probably under 10,000. Probably say maybe this particular one, I'd say around 5,000 Scovilles on this particular one. Sometimes you might hit these where I'll hit 10, maybe 12,000. In general, it's not a very hot type of baccatum. In general, in my opinion, in my experience, most bacatums aren't super hot anyway. They tend to be a lower type of a burn. So, I mean, I can't really say most of the bacatums that I grow or tested really would test anything over, say, 20,000, maybe 30,000. That would be like the high end of the baccatum burns, in my opinion, of course. But I've never had any bacatums like come in like a like a habanero burn or anything like that. Nothing at that level. All the baccatum burns that I get are generally they're generally pretty mild, smooth, or glowing burn, and that's exactly what this is. It's a very mild, smooth, and easy glowing type of burn. It's a really nice pepper to grow. I'm going to probably grow this out again next year. I might grow this one and then grow my Bolivian side by side, and then maybe we can look at them together and we can see, if there's any differences or not. But they're pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, the exact same thing. And like I said earlier, I will separate the listings for that in case you want to specifically buy the Aji Melocoton variety and you don't want the Bolivian cream. You can pick out the one that you want. All right, so that's really it for the pod review on the Aji Melocoton. I guess what I'll do is whatever information I get for the Aji Melocoton, I'll put in the description below. And I'll also leave a link in the description below where you can go over to HRseeds.com and pick up your seeds if you decide that you want to give this a grow. But other than that, that's really it for this pod review. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.